All right, welcome back. We've got a weekly stock market update. Took last week off because of the holidays, but we are back and the market is back to normal scheduling and just like normal, all-time highs again this week. Pretty strong last couple of weeks. Been a little bit lower volume, like you can see down here, a little bit lower volume, but we keep chugging along to the upside on the Nasdaq all-time high. S&P, I believe, also not quite all-time high, but we're pretty darn close. We did hit an all-time high this week, but we are not at an all-time high currently. The Dow Jones pulling back a little bit. We've got oil still doing nothing. Really feels like it wants to break this 67, 65 level, which hopefully will be good for consumers. Maybe we get a break at the pump. Let's take a look at gold. Gold didn't do a whole lot this week. I got to clean up this chart, but just kind of consolidating sideways. I kind of expect gold to make a move back up to its all-time high in the near future. We'll have to wait and see. Small caps, how do we do? Not a whole lot. A little bit of a pullback this week. Not too much going on there. Let's take a look at that $100,000 Bitcoin. That looks good. We had a crazy candle the other day. We hit 104,000 and then we pulled back to 92,000. Now we're back up to 100,000. There was a lot of liquidations yesterday on some exchanges, so don't get levered up. I mean, in the stock market or the crypto market, just don't get. Now's not the time to be getting crazy and using margin and being in leverage trades. You're just gonna lose your money. ETH 4,000. Good to see there. Let's take a look at some individual stocks. We've got Nvidia pulling back a little bit this week, getting interesting. I really hope we can get a nice buying opportunity for Nvidia coming up. SMH is doing okay, not doing a whole lot. The Qs, all-time highs, very strong. We've got Google not doing anything. I mean, recovering from the recent sell-off. But look at these monsters. Amazon with a just blistering week to the upside. Love to see this. If only someone was saying over the summer, Amazon's a $220 stock. I think we know someone that was saying that. So congratulations to any Amazon holders. It's been kind of a wild year. Crazy to look back at the recent earnings call. What was this? The August earnings. It dropped 22% on earnings. And I said, what's the problem here? They reported $147 billion in revenue and people are upset. So here we are right back on track. So great job. Amazon killing it. Upcoming quarter is going to be awesome. I don't know about you guys, but I just see Amazon is renting trucks again. They typically do this during the holidays. They don't have enough drivers and trucks to deliver all the packages that they have, all the business that they have. So they're using like U-Haul trucks and rent-a-car trucks to deliver the packages because they're so damn busy. Another big mover here, Tesla. Crazy to see. $389 per share. I think fate is going to take us to 420 by the end of the year, and that'll be a new all-time high for Tesla. Now, nothing has changed with the company, just ripping to the upside. Some things I'm looking at here. I'm looking at AMD, taking a hard look. I'm trying to do a fundamental analysis over the weekend on AMD. Let's see. Anything else I want to talk about? The other stock I'm looking at is SoFi. I wish it just wasn't so high. I want it to pull back a little bit. But I'm looking for some smaller companies to start investing in and things that aren't at all-time highs. Let's see. Lululemon. Great mover here. I knew there was a play to be made here when it was on this downtrend and being hated. So we'll see what happens here. I didn't pay attention to the earnings call. I just know this brand is too strong to be kept down forever. Similar to Nike, it was due for a bounce. Another interesting stock to me right now is Target. really just down in the dumps. And it's super interesting to me to look at Target versus a Walmart. Holy smokes. Look at Walmart. Look at Wally World. This thing's crazy. So clear, one's loved, one's hated. I don't shop at either of these stores, but yeah, I just, to me, that's so fascinating that Target is a 60 billion market cap and Walmart's a $765 billion market cap. Now, obviously, Walmart has much stronger cash flows, probably 5 times the amount of stores, probably in 5 times the amount of countries that Target's in. But one is operating very well, the other is having a lot of problems. So why is that? Is that a short-term thing? Are they going to figure out the problems at Target? So I want to do some research there. I probably won't have a position in Target. Just it's not my thing. When it comes to retail, my exposure's in Amazon and I guess Tesla. But I just find that very interesting. If you have a bunch of money sitting around and you're patient enough, I don't see why this doesn't get back up to 180 within the next 5 years. Now, you may have to wait 5 years for that to happen, and it may go down to 80 before it goes up to 180. So that's why it's not my jam. I'd rather just keep buying Amazon and Tesla when people freak out. So that is a look at the individual stocks. Let's take a quick peek at the heat map. We got a new heat map. I want to see if we are able to look on a weekly basis. Sweet. So Apple up 3.5%, Nvidia up 4%, which is interesting. Feels like Nvidia is down on the week. You've got Microsoft up 5.5%, Meta up 10%, Netflix up 5%, Google up 4%, Amazon up 10%, Tesla up 15%. Financials all red. You've got energy all red, healthcare all red. Crazy story with United Healthcare. That's unbelievably sad and just crazy. So, man, don't have much else to say there. So, pretty tech rally this week. Walmart up 3.5%. Eli Lilly up 4.5%. Kind of interesting to see there. Crypto heat map. Real quick, let's take a look at the week. Everything green. XRP up 55%. Dogecoin up 10%. Bitcoin up 6%. Ethereum up 12%. But really, just the whole market cap is up for crypto. Tether not doing a damn, or Solana not doing a damn thing. So let's go ahead and quickly get into our news, and then we'll get you guys to get off and enjoy your weekend. So some good earnings this week. You had Salesforce, strong earnings, good guidance. Salesforce has some interesting things rolling out with AI agents. So we'll see. I didn't listen to the call, but I know that's something they've been talking about for the last couple of months. Lululemon killed it. Ulta Beauty did well. There's still a lot of weakness in the semiconductors, which I'm assuming is still tariff kind of uncertainty, because otherwise, to me, I really like the semis for the long term. You've got Amazon, Tesla doing real well. There was some economic data this week. Let's see here. Jobs number. Unemployment rose slightly to 4.2%. Influencing the expectations of a rate cut in December. Now, I believe next week we've got some important stuff coming up. Jerome Powell gave a speech, great speech. I recommend looking through some of that. I forget the name of the conference that they had, but they had a lot of great speakers on there. They had Google CEO Sundar Pichai. You had Bezos came out of the woodwork and gave a really good speech. You had the guy from Citadel give a speech. You had Jerome Powell do an interview. So there was a lot of interesting interviews this week from that conference. So pretty interesting stuff. You had consumer sentiment improve. So that's good. Reaching a 7-month high. That's good. So the consumer is feeling more confident. Maybe that's why target's a good play. So anyways, the other big news, I think why you're seeing technology really make a move and crypto really make a move is the positions that are being filled for the incoming administration. I don't know a lot about all these people, but there's a few that I really am excited to see what they could possibly do. So Scott Bessent for the Treasury Secretary, that's going to be a good pick. He's a markets guy, so he's going to be very in tune with what his actions are going to do and how they're going to react, how the market's going to react. Meaning, he's not going to do anything that's going to spook the markets, most likely. So I think that's interesting. Expectations of pro-business policies. Again, a lot of these guys are all pretty pro-business. They're anti-regulation, and that's where the market is pricing in. Easier for the companies to get more deals, get more revenue, get more profitability, things like that. So the market's pricing in quite a bit, which hopefully we can, do better things with this administration. But there's a lot of expectations now. So I'm looking at both sides of the coin here. Now these guys got to live up to all the hype. So hopefully they can do it, but there's a lot of expectations that are being priced into the market. Just look at a company like Tesla. Nothing's changed with the business, but the expectations are just skyrocketing along with the stock price. Now, Tesla's a great company, biggest holding. I'm all for it. But all we need is one bad earnings call or one bad guidance number, and then that bubble bursts, and then the stock's down 20%, and people are crying. I'm not going to be crying, but that is a scenario that could be brewing in this market melt up. So I'm not being pessimistic. I'm not saying these guys can't do it. I'm just saying there's a lot of expectations being built in and priced in now. And I'm hoping that they can do it. I'm hoping things just keep going to the moon, straight up, up, and away. But that's not typically how things work. Howard Lutnick, Secretary of Commerce, he's an interesting guy. He was his firm was in his firm unfortunately mostly got wiped out during 9/11, so he's got a very interesting story. So we'll see what he's got going on there. Paul Atkins, the new chair of the SEC. I'm not sure who this is, but he is a pro-cryptocurrency advocate. So that's why you're seeing a surge in digital asset prices. Bitcoin hitting $100,000. So when Bitcoin hit $100,000, he was announced to be the head of the SEC that day, as well as Putin saying Bitcoin can't be controlled, as well as Jerome Powell saying Bitcoin is not a competitor to the dollar. It's a competitor to gold. It's like digital gold. So a lot of bullish things this past Wednesday or Thursday for the crypto world. You already know RFK, and then today it was announced David Sachs is going to be the AI and crypto czar. So I think that's why we saw Tesla pump today. That is going to help with AI regulation for full self-driving. I think that's why you saw Coinbase pop today and some of the other crypto related stocks. There's going to be less regulation. There's going to be more ability for these companies to do what they've been trying to do for the last handful of years. So we'll just have to wait and see what these guys can do. Government's a funny business, so how much these guys can actually get implemented, I don't know. But that's really all that we've got for this week. I will be doing some individual stock updates over the weekend, and I will be doing an AMA. I've got some questions that I keep getting asked, so I'm going to present those questions and give you guys my answers. If you have any additional questions, put them down in the comments down below, and if I see them before I make the video, I'll toss them in. If not, I will see you all next week. Have a great week and all-time highs. Congratulations, everybody. All right, peace out.